I am beyond excited because I didn't know this video existed. And if those of you who are keeping track at home, that means we're on whiskey shot number 5. It's pretty easy. I love iKON Love Scenario, and I think I'm not alone in that. I think there are millions of people who feel the same way. Sorry, I'm actually writing down iKON Love Scenario on a sheet of paper. Can you see that? I did not know there was, I wanted to do an iKON video, so I typed in iKON, I saw the dance practice, and I was like, I love this song. Jim Rohn, he was talking about you plant seeds, right? It's long, it's hard, it's tough, you know. You want something big in the future, you gotta plant a seed now. You gotta get the seed, you plant the seed, you got to till the soil, you plant the seed, you water it. It takes forever, you get some sprouts, you gotta hope for some good weather. A couple years down the road, you get a tree. Do you understand how lucky you are? You're complaining about taking a seed, putting it in the ground, watering it, hoping the soil is fertile, having good weather, getting rid of the weeds and the pests and the bugs, and hoping you get a tree. You are so lucky that that is your side of the bargain. What if the universe said, hey, I've got a seed and I'm going to water it and I got the ground, but hey, you, I want you to figure out how to turn a seed into a tree. Could you imagine trying to figure out how to turn a seed into a tree? Someone's like, hey, I've got a seed. Could you imagine trying to figure out how to make a tree? And of course, $2 Patreon, get your community hookup, get your better audio quality. Let's go. Oh, the whole video is like these continuous shots and these circular shots. What the hell is the single shot video going to be like? Dude, how could it not kick ass? But it already is blowing my face off. Because it's like sharp.
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 볼만한 멜로드라마 괜찮은 결말 그거면 됐다 널 사랑했다 우리가 만든 love scenario 이젠 조명이 꺼지고 마지막 페이지를 넘기면 조용히
All right, I just gotta say, I mean, I know y'all told me about how big this song was and how people were prohibited or something because all the kids in school were listening to it or whatever. So I guess I'm not saying anything new, but there's only been a handful of, because we've done, I mean, dude, check the list. We've probably done like, we're closing on like 750 songs. There's only been a couple dozen songs. Yeah, probably 30, 40 songs that have just become ingrained in me. And this is 100% one of those songs. And I forget that it has that effect until I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, yes. Like, it's like, I've only known about this song for 8 months, but I can envision myself in the last 8 months hearing it in different places. Like, I remember the first time hearing it here, watching the thing. The first time I turned it on in a car. The first time I turned it on at the gym. The first time I turned it on in the living room and was like trying to, you know, dance to the video and shit. Like, it's crazy. Oh, and me showing this to my buddy Josiah. I'm gonna see if I can find that and link that up in the description. Man, I saw Josiah last week. I'm gonna see him this next week because he's playing at this festival here in town. But like, God, I want to have him back over to react to stuff so much. Let's go.
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 볼만한 멜로드라마 괜찮은 결말 그거면 됐다 널 사랑했다 네가 벌써 그립지만 그리워하지 않으려 해 한편의 영화 따스했던 봄으로 너를 기억할게 우리가 만든 love scenario 이젠 조명이 꺼지고 마지막 페이지를 넘기면 조용히 먹을 내리죠 우리 아파트의 발권.
You know what's crazy? The song is actually making me a little sad, which never happens. Sorry. Songs make me sad. This song never makes me sad. But you know what it's making me sad for? Is like the first time I heard this stuff and being like, shit, man, those days are over. God, I was so lucky to get to hear it for the first time. I want to go, you know what? I'm not lying to you. I kind of want to go watch my own reaction to the first time I heard this. Do a little note, little arrow. I want to see my first time how I reacted to this song. I know I loved it the first time. That's one of the things we never talk about here. It never really comes up because it's so like self-serving. But this video diary really of my life, because I release videos pretty much every day. There's like a video log of me. Dude, I'm gonna grow old and die. And like there's gonna be this like these hundreds of videos. It's like a time capsule. If you need ears that stand up, break in case of emergency, bro. All right, let's stick with what's going on. One, yes, it was everything I hoped it would be and more because I knew the song was badass. And if they had a dance practice video, chances are they kick ass because most people don't have dance practice videos if they suck. Plus, the dancing in the actual video was cool, but I did not see it at all as like a team choreography. So, really cool to see that in a atmosphere like this, and that triggers. Don't get upset. I gotta compare it to other things I've seen. That reminds me a lot of BTS and EXO, where there's all these cuts in the video, but when you watch the dance practice, you see this straight line of choreography, which is, in every case, has been just brilliant and just amazing. They're all top performers. And we can get sappy for a second. I just want to take a second to say that, like, I don't know who's all here, you know, different amounts of people show up for different videos, but, y'all that have been, like, well, everybody, anyone who's watching, thank you for taking the time to, like, click. I mean, like, everything's on YouTube. Like, why are you even here? But those of y'all have been around for a minute, especially, like, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Like, without your positive vibes and hanging around, like, I would not be doing, of course I watch it because I love it, but I would not make 700 videos if it was a ghost town, right? If I made a video and 5 people watched it, I wouldn't make 700. I'd make some. If you were making videos and only 5 people watched them, I would encourage you to make more. That's the first thing I would say, is make more videos. But if you were making like 300 videos and only 5 people were watching them, I say, well, maybe you've not on to the right thing. You know, maybe you have not found a good match between what you care about and what your audience cares about. And we have found ourselves in a place where we have a lot of commonality, where we share a lot of the same values and we enjoy a lot of the same things. And I can tell you, you don't know this because I don't have videos before this, really. I mean, I have some really old ones you can check out, but those are like all instructional guitar stuff. I had no idea we were going to have this community. I know I wanted to build that, but I didn't know what I was going to build it around. Honestly, even up until January, probably, I thought what we were really going to head into was a guitar musician community where I was going to try to take my knowledge of improvisation and theory and guitar and bass, and it was going to be really instructional in nature. And I didn't know we were going to go in this direction. And it's better than, even if it all collapsed like today, it's way better than I ever thought it would have been. And I know we're going to keep going. But it's okay every now and then to like be like, shit, yeah, we did something. We're not iKON. We are not the guys in the video. But we have managed to have our own little space. Shit's cool, dude. I'm not trying to get cheesy motivational, just being true. Like, keep pushing, keep moving, because you don't know what's going to happen. And before we ever did any of this, I've been doing a lot of different things. I mean, a lot of stuff. You know, eBay, Amazon, teaching at the university, playing live shows, playing solo guitar, being in bands. And if you don't, I have to do all of those things to like see what the next thing on the plate is. And it gives you like context as a human being. Like, I have a backstory now. So like hopefully that gives me like some perspective when we're sitting and chilling on videos. If shit is hard and difficult, that's how it is, man. Shit is hard until you figure out something that works. And then that thing that works for a long time, hopefully. And then that shit breaks. Right? The first people who created the telephone, they were like, suck it, bitches. We got telephones. Take your Morse code, take your carrier pigeon and your smoke signals. We got telephones. And then the internet happened on top of that. And people are like, internet's too slow. What you gonna do with that internet, that dial up? Beep, 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 beep. What you gonna do with that? And then high-speed internet happened. And they're like, how about we steal all the movies, we steal all the songs, we get everything for free. It's called the internet. So like, things change, man. Things develop. You just gotta keep moving. I don't need to write a note down called, Ellis thinks he's being deep while he's driznunk. Well, as anyone who's drinking 5 shots will tell you, sorry, that's 6. That's 5. As anyone who's had 5 will tell you, why not 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what's next. If I'm not wearing this white habit, if I'm not wearing this white rabbit, I assume this is a rabbit. It could be like a cat. But if I'm not wearing this hat in the next video, then you know I tapped out. I had too much. But I think I'm coming back for a 6th. I don't know what it's going to be. We're going to find something. Find me something good. Isn't it sad that I don't know how to say I love you? Is it Sarange? Sarange.